Hey guys, it's me again. I got a little work done on the boat. Walk around so the sun's not in your face. I played with some paint today. I found a can of, here, I'll show you. It's Rust-Oleum. It's pretty good paint. It comes out nice and thick. It is a paint and primer. Uh, it comes out pretty good. That's less than a quarter of it. Maybe about a third of a can to do both sides of the boat on the bottom half. Not bad. And that's about 2 coats or 3 coats. Anyway, I worked on the boat last night. I found my Gorilla Glue finally. I glued this part in last night. I glued in the main deck support. As you can see, I put in the rope and pulleys for the motor. I trimmed out the back seat, or the back of the seat, last night. Actually, I did that today. I put these in last night, the brackets, or the deals for the back of the seat. I don't like having to screw. This is gonna get upholstered. My wife and I decided we're gonna go with that color blue and like a slime colored green, like I guess kind of like monster green. So the seat's gonna get upholstered in blue and that same color green, or this is anyway. Right now I have the screw right here holding it on, but after it's upholstered, I'm gonna put a bracket. I'm gonna make a bracket to go right here from this block to this block, and the same on that side. That way, this will all be covered on the back and the front with a weatherproof material by an upholsterer that I have. He's real good. Anyway, then I'll be able to install it after it's upholstered. The seat, this is a wreck. You can see I got a lot of clamps laying around. The seat is probably going to be about 14, what did I say? I think it's going to be 12 inches long. So from there to about right here where my finger is, I guess you can see that. And that'll go all the way across. And then this right here will be a wood, plywood, stained plywood. That'll be the only thing that's actually wood looking other than the steering wheel. The dash, I'm gonna end up covering that with aluminum, I believe. I think that'll give it some structural strength. And it'll look pretty good too once it's polished. That wheel is the original steering wheel I was gonna use, or I was making. I put the rope on there one night, and I do like the way it feels. It's nice and comfortable on the hands, but I'm going to make one out of wood. I cut out four layers of 1/4-inch sanded ply. Rounded one off to the diameter I wanted, the shape I wanted. Glued the rest of them together and then sanded them down to made up with that one. I think it came out pretty good. I don't like the look of the layers though, now that it's done. I might end up going with something else. The plan is to stick this in the machine at work in the lathe and use a grinder to round these edges off so it's rounded. And I'm gonna sand this with my with the drill press and a drum sander, or a sanding roll. That'll get me the insides nice and clean like the outside. And then the inside will probably do the same way. I'll chuck it up in the machine on the outside, and then grind the inside bevels to a more round shape, probably an egg shape. I don't know yet. I'm gonna play with it. Anyway, it's 1 inch thick. I'm gonna drill 1/4-inch holes right in the center of the 2 layers right there. Those holes will correspond with this piece I made Friday. This was going to be the original steering hub. Originally I had a piece of steel. If you look at the other video, there was a piece of steel right here that was the hub, and this one bolted onto that. I figured though it's a boat, I need some brass, so I machined this out of brass Friday. Stuck it in the CNC mill. I machined it on a manual lathe, and then stuck it in the CNC mill to put these 3 holes in it. 1/4-inch holes, 1/20 apart. And then I stuck it on my bench and I drilled that little hole and tapped that for a brass screw. And that's what's actually going to secure it to the hub. Let's see. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? Oh, there it is. See that little hole right there? That little hole right there, that's where that screw's going to go. That'll lock that onto place. Let's see. And then after, well, I'm gonna leave the steering wheel. I'm gonna leave the steering wheel as a surprise. I got an idea on that, and I think you guys might like it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, what else did I get done? Also today, I went ahead and cut this out. I made a new brace for the back. It fits in there perfectly. The little gap you see is because the little gap you see right there is actually, it's because these edges on this board are rounded off. It wasn't like the original 1x2s that I was using that are cut flat. On that part I'm using, can't find the wood. Anyway, on that, this piece that I just put in is basically like this board here, how it's rounded off on the edges. So that's why you see that gap. You're not going to see that anyway once I put the back cover on. And as I was doing the seat, I had an idea. I lied earlier. I said that the floor right here would be the only part that was actually wood that you would see, that was, you know, see as wood. I think for the back, I want to try to do wood strip, just because I've never done it before, and I'd like to try it. See this curve, the shape of the back of the seat, now it has that slight angle right there. Well, I'm going to transfer this pattern to the transom. Originally I was going to do that big sweep, big bow like that, but I changed my mind. I'm going to follow the same pattern as the back of the seat. It'll go up, around like that. I'm going to put that same bevel on the top. I'm going to have to flatten this bevel down because it's way too drastic for the front. But I'm going to make that match the back of the seat. This is going to end up just being a cover. It's actually going to mate up to the back of the seat. It's not going to be part of the seat, but up to the back of the seat. There'll be another board like this one. Anyway, it'll be, let's see. I don't know if you can see that or not. It'll have that sloped back look. You know, slanted back. And then the wood strips going that way, curving over all the way across the other side. And then I'll do that with epoxy, and I'll make it so it's actually a lift-off lid. I saw some pin hitches. It's just a little pin that goes up, and you slide whatever you want over it, and it has a little locking key that slides over, that locks onto the pin. Thinking about getting 4 of those, one for each corner, and that way I can just slide the lid down, put the key on it, and then not worry about it. When it comes time to disconnect the motor, I can undo the keys, lift the lid, disconnect the battery, whatever I got to do. Anyway, I think with the blue and the green here on the deck lid, you see how it's triangular shaped. Well, I'm gonna leave probably like a 6 or 8 inch border all the way around, and I'm gonna put a triangular shape in green, in that same bright green, just to add some more color to it, you know, accent. I explained it to the kids and they thought that would look pretty good. Right now the front deck is in my shower. It's been in the shower for about an hour and a half under some extremely hot water. My hot water heater is set at the max heat. It's gas. I know that it's so hot you cannot put your hand in it. It will burn you. So hopefully with another, I guess, hour, I'm gonna take it out and install it and let it dry without glue. Once it's dried for a few days, then I'll take it back off and reinstall it with glue. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I added the motor plate on it today. There's it's screwed on from the inside. One screw here, brass screws. I think it was like a number 6. I don't remember. Yeah, I think number 6. 3/4 of an inch long. There's another brass screw right up underneath here, but you can't see it because it's underneath the wood. I didn't want any more screws showing from the outside. I didn't like any of the screws showing from the outside, but unfortunately some of them had to be that way. And now you see I got the motor mounted, and you also see the ropes and pulleys like I was saying. Now check this out. Right now the steering wheel is straight up, as you can see by the screw here. That's how originally it was supposed to be. So this is straight up and this would be down. This rope is screwed onto this plastic block. I'll show you that in just a second. But let's watch how it works. Let's see. So you can see my hand and the motor. That's all the way. And if you look at the motor, that's more than plenty. That's actually probably way too much for my kids to be turning this boat. That's like turning this thing on a dime. But the whole idea was to be able to have full control with as little movement as possible. We'll go all the way to the other side. Like I said, there it again. That's probably way too much because that's gonna shoot that ass into the boat that way, and that's a pretty tight turn for a little bitty boat as little as this is. This was what I was really wanting to get at. I thought I did the math right, but I might have been off just a little bit. I wanted one full turn of the wheel to make the motor turn all the way in one direction, which that is what I'm getting. But let's see. Right now the motor's straight. We're gonna turn the wheel. So we're gonna turn the wheel just halfway. That's not too bad. Oh, you can't really tell like that. This is straight up and down. That's not too bad of a turn for just half a turn of the wheel. And actually, I think in the water, as small as this boat is, that's actually going to be a pretty decent turn. You're just turning the wheel halfway. And that's, I mean, normally, that's nothing with one hand, you know what I mean? If you're, especially like if you're still fishing or whatever, you can hold the wheel with one hand, still have the rod in the other hand. I need to add some more stainless steel eye bolts like this somewhere along here. I think what I'm gonna do, use some of this plastic tubing, go get some new tubing because this one's just been sitting around in my garage for a while. But I'm gonna run the rope inside the plastic tubing, and I'll probably go, let's see from that side, I'll probably make the rope go down and underneath the back of the seat, and then back up to that pulley. It'll just sit inside that tubing, and then use those tube clamps to secure it to the wall like that. I think that would be a pretty clean install. It would look decent, it would function properly, and it'd keep the rope from getting chafed up and worn out. I don't know yet. I'm still debating. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Originally, like I said, I was going to use some eye bolts and just stick some eye bolts like here, maybe here, again behind the seat, just to direct the rope and to keep it off of the seat, dragging off the seat. I really don't like the rope being up. I was kind of wanting to put a piece of wood like this. like that, go across the top of the boat, just right there in the driver's section. There's an armrest. You gotta have an armrest, man. You gotta be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have an armrest. I gotta do this. And I don't want that rope in the way. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the tubing and go underneath the seat. If not underneath the seat, no, it's got to go underneath the seat. I could go through the seat, but no, we'll go underneath the seat. That'll work. Well, I guess that's it for now. I just wanted to show you what I'd gotten done today. Hopefully I'll get a little more done tonight. I still have a little energy left. I might start on putting in a seat bottom, or at least start framing it out. I kind of got me some room in my garage. My garage is packed with all kinds of stuff. Go-karts. There's a go-kart, off-road go-kart I built. There's a 32 Ford go-kart I'm working on. I guess you can see it. Anyway, it's a 32 Ford. It's got a 26 horsepower, 200cc 5-speed dirt bike engine for power. It's got big golf cart tires in the back. It's got 3-inch, 20-inch tall, 3-inch tires in the front, so you have the fat and skinnies like they did in the old days. It's a full steel cage. It's got rear suspension. The front has 7 degrees caster, 7 degrees camber, so it handles like a sports car. Coming along pretty good. There's a few more things I need to finish it up. Just kind of been lazy, but actually I've been getting into the boats, so I kind of put the go-karts on the back burner. Here's an off-road go-kart I made. It's got a 125cc dirt bike engine in it. That's a dirt bike engine that's supposed to be kickstart, and you can't kickstart it because it's inside the frame. So I designed this little bar right here. When you pull up on that bar, it kicks the engine over in the back. That's the shifter for the engine to shift gears, shift forward to shift up, shift back to shift down. That's a running little go-kart. It's got headlights, tail lights, brake lights, blinkers. I have a windshield for it, windshield wipers. I have the rest of the body panels that I made. When all the body panels are on it, it looks like the H3 Hummer with the pickup bed in it. It's got big off-road tires for it. That was a lot of fun building that. Oh, stainless steel push bar front bumper. It's heavy duty. The front axle is 3/16 stick, 2-inch by 3-inch steel square tubing. Heavy duty. I like to be abusive with my toys. Everything's built to overkill. A little go-kart I built for my little girl out of a 4-wheeler. I need to get that thing back on the road. That's a lot of fun. That little thing with the weed eater engine pulls me around about 35 miles an hour. Oh my god, that thing is a blast. Anyway, that's all the room I've been working in. Just that little bitty spot. It's just enough for the boat to sit on top of the dog cage. Before that, I didn't even have this. I got rid of some stuff, so I had the room. I did have it sitting over there on top of my my table saw. I'm just running out of room. I have too many hobbies. Too many hobbies and too many toys. And this isn't half of it. I've got a storage unit probably about the size of my house. It's almost completely full of junk, ATVs, just boys' toys. It's time to get rid of some. Anyway, got way off track. That's the boat for now. Hopefully later on tonight, like I said, I'm gonna put this top cover on and work on that steering wheel a little bit more. Oh, and put that seat in, work on the seat a little bit. Anyway, hope you like the video. Leave a comment if you see something you like, you don't like. I appreciate all comments. Subscribe if you like. I'm gonna try to post a video at least once a week. Now that I'm getting real close on the boat, I might even do 2 a week. I'm getting real excited with everything I do. I don't have nobody else to tell really that gets excited with me, so figure maybe y'all will. Well, have fun. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful day. Like and share and subscribe, please. Thank you.